wanted to talk about Deathgasm. This is a film from New Zealand in the comedy horror vein. It's from 2015, and the reason I mention it now is because it seems to be on a relatively regular rotation on British Freeview television on the horror channel. It is about a kid who's into metal and has a band and is a bit of a loser. He discovers a arcane song ritual that they play that causes demons to rise, and then they have to deal with fighting off the demons. In the meantime, he's forming a relationship with a girl at the school, and there's issues with a friend of his from the band who might not necessarily be a proper friend, trying to steal her off him, and a bit of double crossing going on there. With this, you've got to think of series such as Todd and the Book of Pure Evil. It's that kind of thing. There's lots of great practical effects, everything looks good, there's lots of comedy in it, and they don't take themselves too seriously, albeit the level of gore and violence is high enough to make you think of sort of Evil Dead and things like that. The original ones, I mean. There's a great fight with some sex toys to fight off a demon. There's lots of sort of in-jokes if you like metal and things like that, and other horror films. And it's just a fun ride for its entire running time. To be honest, I think it's definitely worth checking out. If you're a fan of sort of 1980s style horror films or metal, or you just want something that you can laugh at with your mates and not worry too much about, then Deathgasm is certainly worth checking out. I don't really have too much bad to say about it, to be honest, because there's so much sort of heart that's gone into the film that it sort of wins you over, even if there are sort of niggling flaws in it. There's a scene when the guy is imagining the girl and himself in a sort of heavy metal pose, and if you've ever seen things such as Fire and Ice or heavy metal or just any sort of classic metal posters or covers, then you'll recognise the sort of example of album artwork or that type of artwork that they strike in this pose, and that just tickled me because I thought, yeah, you know, they didn't have to do that. It probably took time, effort and a bit of their budget to set that sort of one shot up, but it really pays off, and it just makes you feel like the film is well loved. I say it's, as I said in previous reviews about sort of films from New Zealand, you have to be on board with its style of humour. It's a little bit quirky. Think of things like Eagle versus Shark, and Taika Waititi and those kind of things, or the one I mentioned the other day, Mega Time Squad. But it is a fun ride, so watch it and enjoy.